So over the past couple of months, I spent over $1,000 on YouTube advertising to kickstart my channel, get in front of some more people, and create some true fans. And potentially that's how you found me. Now in today's video, I'm going to dissect how I did it, what the plan was, what results I got, and what you can learn from it. So if you're considering YouTube ads, or you're looking at ways to speed up your channel growth, you can learn from my mistakes and shorten your own learning curve. Now, just a quick note, if you're new around here, my name's Josh Ryan. I'm a 19-year-old from New Zealand that has, over the past few years, built quite a successful online business through Instagram and social media. And now I create 2 videos every single week teaching you how to crush it online, grow on social media, and do better things with the money that you make. So subscribe if you're new around here. So just to give you guys an idea of my plan, I started this with about 500 subscribers. Now I posted a couple videos like 3 years ago, and that got my channel to about 300 subscribers. And then I've done nothing with it until about 3 months ago when I started uploading. So I started YouTube ads with about 500 subscribers, averaging anywhere from 70 to about 90 views per day. Sometimes if I put out a good video and told everyone about it on social media, I'd get 100 or 120 views that day, but 70 to 90 was about an average. And on top of that, I was getting about 2 to 5 subscribers per day. 5 was a very good day, 2 was a pretty average day. So that's sort of where I was about 2 months ago when I started. And so I decided to kickstart my channel, seeing I'm in quite a crowded niche, is I would spend $1,000 New Zealand dollars on ads with no plan to make an instant ROI, meaning I'm just trying to grow my channel and get in front of more people. I had no plans to monetize it until in the distant future where I can get my channel monetized and get some momentum and get better growth to be able to do so. And I'm going to talk you guys through all of that when that does happen. So diving into the results, over the first week I spent about $200 or so on video discovery ads. I kept the targeting very broad. I didn't target any locations. I just made sure it was the top 10 income earners, top 10% of income earners, and showing up on some top channels and so on the recommended feed, and targeting all ages as well. So it was very broad, targeting all locations, all ages, just making sure they're in the top 10% of income earners. And I just thought that would be a good idea. So as you can see here, that first $184 got me in front of 399,000 people, got me about 11,500 views, 2.9% view rate, which is basically what percentage of people watch your video after they click on, if it shows up in their feed. So if 100 people saw it show up in their feed, 3 of them would have clicked it. I got 22 earned views, and now earned views is essentially when someone watches your video and then goes on to watch another one. And I think this is a super important metric to look at, and this is one of my focuses, because I don't want someone just to click onto my video, watch it, and then just leave again. Like, that person's unlikely to turn into a subscriber. However, if I create a different ad and more people watch the video and then go and watch another one and another one and another one, if someone can watch 3 or 4 of my videos, then that's much higher chance of them turning into a subscriber, a fan, and it's also better for my channel because it gives me more watch time, gets me close to that 4,000 hours, and it's just got so many benefits. So earned views is something that I am super focused on. And from this, I gained about 20 subscribers, which, by the way, I can't target this exactly. So I'm just making assumptions here on the subscriber base, just looking at sort of what I was averaging for that week and then what happened when I turned the ads on. However, there are so many factors that are coming into this as well, because I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook, not big personal followings on either, but it's hard to tell because you can also gain organically on YouTube, and really hard to tell, but I've just made assumptions for this. So it turned out I was paying about 16 or 0.16 cents per view, and about $6 per subscriber, and I'll leave this all up on the screen beside me. And so this campaign did not do great. The issue here is YouTube aims to minimize the cost per view with this style of ads. You can't choose another style, and which is great when you're setting things up aiming for sales, because if you're aiming to get sales and they're minimizing the cost per sale, that's really good for you. But when you're minimizing the cost per view to try and generate a subscriber, the two things don't go hand in hand. Because you could get 10,000 views and 10 subscribers because they're showing it to your wrong audience, or you could you could pay a little bit more for views, get 5,000 views and get 100 subscribers. And so it's a little bit hard to tell, and so they ended up showing it to audiences who weren't really my ideal audience and target customer. So often they were super young and outside of, third world countries and so on, which just nothing wrong with that. It's just not really my target audience that I'm looking to get in front of. And so I realized, and so when they saw my videos, they clicked off pretty quickly, which meant I got very bad watch time. I didn't gain many subscribers and just not many earned views. In general, it didn't really go too well. So after this test, I realized a few things that I needed to change. I realized 3 key points that needed to change in order for me to try and get better results. And hopefully these can help you too. So number 1 is I realized I needed to make higher quality videos. Now this was not only based on the structure that I planned them to make them higher quality, but I also have better lighting. I've now got a light over there, up there, and just be better on camera as well to engage with people more and to keep people watching for longer and ideally turn you into a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed already, do that right now. Number 2 is make a series, and this is something you'll notice I did about 6 weeks ago for the second round of advertising. I made a series in which I built an account from 0 followers to 10,000 followers. Now this was a 5-part series with a bonus one after, which sort of fit in with it. So it was basically a 6-part series, and all these videos were like 10 minutes long or so. And this way, the people, if I advertise the first episode, the people that do enjoy that one video can then go and watch 5 more on the exact same topic with new tips and tricks. And that way you can turn someone instantly from a random person who doesn't know who you are to watching over an hour of your content, getting a ton of value, and that's going to massively increase your chances of turning them into a subscriber, which worked super well for me. That series has been the best thing I've done to grow my channel so far, because if 1,000 people watch me talk about hashtags, some of them might then want to go and learn about IGTV, for example. But if 1,000 people watch a video of me building an account and they watch episode 1, even if only 10 people keep watching, that's like they've got a ton of content to binge watch and just absolutely fall in love, I guess, with the content and the channel, and that's going to turn them into a subscriber. So that was massive for my watch time and my subscriber count. And number 3 is target better on YouTube. Make sure I put in the countries I want to get in front of, the ages I want to get in front of. I sort of found the whole income thing was a bit redundant because a lot of people they didn't have data on, and a lot of countries they don't have data on. So I took that out for the next set of targeting. So for round 2, I spent another $400 on ads. Here's what I did. Firstly, I made sure my videos were higher quality, like I just mentioned. I made a series, the 0 to 10K series, and I decided to target countries that were my target market, but keep the interests broad. So I just targeted social media enthusiasts and I put in about 10 countries that were like countries where English was a first language, so they would better understand my fast talking and bad accent. And I just basically left the income thing blank, and I had about 900 subscribers when I started this, because I did this a good month later. So once I'd sort of worked out what I wanted to do, and so I'd actually grown quite a lot through doing a few different other strategies, which I have talked about on my channel with the how do I grow to 1,000 subscribers. So I'll link that video down below, you can go watch that. I used a bunch of free traffic strategies. So here's the results. I got close to 1.5 million impressions, just about 20,000 views with a 1.3% view rate, and 1,400 earned views, which meant I got approximately 200 subscribers, approximately 0.2 cents per view, about 30 cents per earned view, and about $2 to $3 per subscribers. And so what I did here was I realized that my series was by far the best performing video in terms of earned views, and earned views lead to subscribers. So after about $50 of testing, about 5 or 6 videos, I turned off all of them except for episode 1 of the 0 to 10K series, and I spent the remaining $350 on that. And that led to me getting 20,000 views on that video, which led to 1,500 earned views, as you can see, which is pretty incredible. It goes to show that about 1 in 10 people went on to watch another video, as opposed to before where it was like 20 out of 10,000. So that was a massive increase, and basically the only change I did there was, 1, was I targeted better countries, and 2, I made better content by having a series that people could binge watch. So they could watch one video and then a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth, all on the same topic. And so I think this is something that you should definitely try. I made sure I had them as a playlist, so if they went on 1, they could easily go 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So thirdly, I decided to switch things up. I watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials on how to grow and how to use paid ads, and I tried a new technique of creating a short trailer. So I actually created 2. One was a 3-minute, one was a 6-minute. The 3-minute one was basically just who I am, some basic results, and what people can expect to learn from my channel. The 6-minute one was like an extended version, so I told a bit about my story and what I am, what I do, who I am, etc. And I tested those 2, and I spent about $50 on it, and here's the results. So I got about 128,000 impressions, 1,500 views, 1.16 view rate, 58 earned views, and about 5 subscribers. So this actually did much worse than my series, which I then learned, because what I realized here is people don't actually care about me. It's harsh, but it's true. People don't actually, if you're a creator on YouTube, people don't necessarily care about you, especially at the start. They care about what they can learn from you. People don't watch your videos for you at the start, in my opinion. They watch it from what they can learn from you. Whether you're talking about investing, whether you're making them laugh, whether you're talking about social media, whether you're teaching them arts and crafts, they want to learn what you're teaching before they've, learned about you. So maybe once someone's watched 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 videos, they love your personality. But at the start, they care about what they can learn from you. And these videos didn't really teach people lots. It was mostly who I am, what I do, and what my story is, which to someone who has no idea who I am, they don't really care. So that was the harsh but true reality to that, and I eventually turned these ads off because people didn't end up watching more. You can see off those 1,500 views, I got 58 earned views, which is about a third in relative to the previous campaign of that result. So I was getting 3 times more earned views with my series. So after all this, I ended up just going back and turning on my ads for my series. So I'd spent close to $700 at this point, and then over the past sort of week, I spent another $300 on my series, just putting it in front of more people to reach more viewers and to build my subscriber base, as I found this converts the best. It's what people value as good quality content, as it's original, and is something a lot of people have not seen before. There's not a lot of people that do it with such transparency. So it was unique, it was good value, and there was a ton of content for people to binge watch very easily to make them a true fan of mine, and they can easily go on to watch over an hour of my content just like that. And so that turned a lot of people into subscribers. So after all this and spending about $1,000 on YouTube ads, I realized the best thing that I can do to grow with paid advertising is create original content in a series format that genuinely helps people. Run ads to the first episode of it. Since it's helping people, it'll get more attention, and as it's a series, it'll boost your watch time, and it'll turn people from people who have no idea who you are into true, real, loyal fans. Because at the end of the day, someone that goes on to watch a bunch of your videos for 30-40 minutes is more likely to turn to a subscriber than someone that watches it for 1 or 2. Now, I just actually want to say that paid ads didn't actually turn out quite as well as I'd expected. I sort of expected that I'd be able to get about a subscriber per dollar. I could spend, $3,000-$4,000 and just boost my channel, get it to 5K, and then just blow it up from there. So what I realized after spending $1,000 is that's not so much the case. It does get you in front of more people, it does help you reach more people, but I think the best way to do things is actually organic. And I've made a video on this, how I got to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll link that somewhere below. But I think simple tricks, just like posting on Facebook groups, commenting on larger YouTube creators as soon as they post and getting that comment to rank, and doing some simple things like getting outside traffic from Instagram, from Facebook, and putting out a lot of content there is potentially way more effective ways to grow than doing this. One thing I'm going to start investing into now is a thumbnail designer to improve my thumbnails and help me grow that way. And I think all these things combined will help me grow and help you grow much more than paid ads will. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the paid ads on for $5 or $10 a day for basically the rest of the year, and ideally I'll hit 5,000 subs combined with these other strategies. From there, I'm probably going to focus entirely on organic to just blow up my page and my channel, hopefully to smash it in 2020. But I guess only time will tell. And if this video was helpful to you in any way to help you do better paid ads, help you grow your channel, or whatever it might be, then smash the subscribe button down below and leave a like. Comment on the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in another video sometime soon.